What is up, guys? Today we are at the creek and we're actually going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be walking down about 2 miles that way, down that way. And there's a small little feeder creek called Juniper Creek. It's about 2 to 3 foot wide. It's got some small bass, some small brim in there. And we're going to be doing a little bit of fly fishing, trying to get something new on tape. A little bit experimental. Don't know how it's going to go, but we're going to do our best. So I'll see you guys when we get out there. Alright guys, we have made it to the creek, which is freaking awesome. Time lapse just to show you that we are far in the woods and that you need to know where you're going. Never start a trek like this without knowing kinda at least a general freaking direction and letting somebody know where you're gonna be at. But I know this area pretty good, so it's all good. So I think I'm gonna make a bad decision here. I'm gonna take off my shoes and roll up my pants, and I think I'm gonna wade fish in the middle of winter with just my legs, because I'm a freaking G. So let's get at it. All right guys, we're officially barefoot, pants rolled up, going into the creek. Boots stay behind, backpack comes with, just for gear and storage purposes. This is probably about to be so cold that it's gonna hurt. There's also thorns everywhere, so getting down here, I've already got about 2 of those in my foot, which hurt more than you would believe. Oh man, that's cold. That's real cold. Okay. Well, we're in here now, boys. God, that is like freezing cold. Holy shit. I'm gonna go ahead and say this water is like colder than ice water. Like an ice bath has nothing on this. Like nothing on this at all. Oh my god. That's gonna take some getting used to, boys. I might lose my feet doing this. This could have been a bad idea. Honestly, I know it's a bad idea. I just don't really care all that much, because I want to catch a freaking fish. So we're going to go walking and we're going to catch a fish on the fly. And it might be right there where we get him. You never know. I could get him right here and just get out and dry my feet off. Be all warm again. Man, dude, it's like so cold that like my body doesn't know how to react. Shoo-wee, mama. I'm gonna get the flu. I'm so gonna get the flu. I'm gonna lose toes. Oh my god. Why am I so dumb? Why am I so dumb? Why am I so dumb? This is for you guys. Oh my god. If I catch one brim, one bass, one anything, this would be worth it. But oh my god, is it cold? It's like one of those things like you think you're gonna get used to it, but I'm so not getting used to it. But it's like really good practice for Tennessee. when I decide to go again. And I'm just craving this kind of fishing lately. So, you're telling me there's not a fish sitting in that little deep pool right there? Deep, slow pool. You're tripping. Oh no, don't let me go up across there. He's got to be there. He's not there. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep walking up and fishing. Man, something tells me I should have just kept on the boots and just let the water get in the boots and just had cold, wet boots instead of doing this. But there's some nice little slow pockets here. So we're gonna flip it under that tree, if at all possible. Man, sorry, I'm starting to get more accustomed to the cold element of it, and it's more like just the pain of the rocks on my feet now. Good cast. Oof. Gotta watch my back cast more carefully, and I'm hung on that log. Awesome. Ruined that spot. That's a deep pocket too. That's a deep pocket. Oof. 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 We are wet, boys. We are wet and cold. Luckily, doesn't matter, because I'm a freaking wild man. Yeah, this water's probably going on 40 degrees, guys. I'm gonna be honest. This water's probably 40 degrees. My feet are turning red. They really hurt. Like really, really, really hurt. This is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever done. But man, that's what fishing does to you. That is what fishing does to you. It just makes you crave something so bad. And I'm not a settler, you know what I mean? I can't just settle for what I have. Like fishing from the bank, ew. Gotta get in this creek. I ain't got no waders. I ain't got no waterproof boots. So we out here. Bad idea. But regardless, we out here. It wouldn't be so bad if I had some shoes on. It really wouldn't. Because it's more or less the pain of the rocks on my cold feet. Because as you can see, it's all just small rocks. It's more or less that than it is the actual cold at this point. Look at that land. Because it's like you got the cold chills and like rock stabbing your feet. Man, I am straight up hooked in my leg. Didn't even feel it. Oh my God. That's insane. That really is. Like that's probably the, that's kind of like when I need to really probably stop if that happens again. Like if you're hooked and you can't feel it, you're probably cold. But like I've already done it to myself at this point. You feel me? Like at this point in the game, once you put yourself through this kind of suffering, it's kind of dumb to stop before you accomplish your goal. If that'll make sense to some of you guys. If you've ever had to suffer for anything in your whole life, like it'd have been easy to like look at the creek, feel it, and say, nah, it's cold, and get out. But like, now that I'm here, and I've already went through the pain to get this far up the stream, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to back out now. I almost feel like you need a sinking ply, and guess what I don't have? It's just kind of sinking now. It's gotten the current. Something might pick it up. Something's gonna pick it up eventually. It's just a matter of, do I get hypothermia before that happens? I would argue that I might. And it's not like there's trout in here that are just sitting under these ripples, you know what I mean? Like, this is brim and bass that are more or less ambush predators that are sitting in this slower water underneath shit. Don't get me wrong, some of them sit in the current, but there might not even be fish in here this time of year. I've never done this in the winter. I don't see why they wouldn't. I feel like there's got to be some fish that are acclimated to this kind of cold weather, especially some little panfish or something. Either way, we're trying. And this is as close as you're gonna get to Tennessee in southern Alabama. So remember, guys, you can do anything almost anywhere with a little bit of determination. Man, cold makes you think differently. It really does. My feet are really liking not being in the water. Like, this log, 10 out of 10 would step on it again. You know, the best part about these creeks is, like, once you get done walking down on barefoot, you have to walk back barefoot. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, guys. After a momentary break on this nice hospitable log, my feet have actually pretty much recovered. Like, they're not even hurting anymore. They're not cold. So I think that this isn't something that's gonna kill me. So back in the water, because I'm freaking crazy. I know there's gonna be people in the comments that see this that are like, this man is absolute madman, and that's because I am. I'm a mad lad from the way back, boys. If you wouldn't do this with me, we can't be friends. Yes, I almost fell. Yes, that would have been bad. Do I care? No. I kind of wish I would have fell. It would have been nice, refreshing. Who doesn't love a 40-degree ice bath in a wild creek in the middle of December, or the end of December? If you can't do this, bro, we're not even friends. And of course, my fly gets stuck on every log it comes in contact with, because as dry flies are supposed to do, it sinks like a freaking champ. Yes. If your dry fly doesn't sink, bro, you're fly fishing wrong. Don't at me. I'm gonna assume there's no fish there. Mainly because there's dry land up there that I want to get in because my feet are cold. but also because I don't see them and this water's so clear, man. If they're there, I feel like I would be able to see them. Oh man, I have never walked so slow in my whole life. That's a little trick shot right there. Can't do it. I'm gonna back out of that one. Mission failed, -2 respect for myself. That's a whole tree right there. And I hope you guys are just enjoying the cinematics of this journey. Very beautiful landscape. I'm gonna get some good shots on the way out for some B-roll. Because right now I need to catch a fish. Screw the B-roll. You guys don't care about that. You want to see this event pay off. And if you're watching this right now, that means I did catch a fish in this video, because I'm not going to post it unless I catch a fish. Actually, that's a lie. This is going up whatever. But for a second, you were like, yeah, man, I should stick around and watch the end of this. Man, I am going to get the flu. All right, but man, that is a deep hole. That's like above my waist. And I think that's where like I have a line in my mind that I'm not going to get that deep. But if I hug the bank right there, step over that log, the video might not be over, boys. I don't like this. I want to go on record saying that. I don't like what I'm about to do. I hate myself for doing it, because that's also looking pretty waist deep. But man, it just keeps getting juicier. I could go up on land and slide back down, but my feet are going to get destroyed. But they're also like freezing right now. So what's the move here, guys? Again, comment section, what would you do in this situation? The thing is, the further I go, the further I have to come back. And as juicy as that looks, I just don't know that I got that in me right now. I just don't think I do. If it was warm, I would 100% walk through that, man. Right through those trees. But I don't think I got this in me right now, boys. So, we're gonna wrap her up. Well, guys, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed my pain and suffering. Feet are still in the water. I'm just kind of embracing it at this point. We're gonna do some fishing on the way back. Probably won't catch anything. But I got the experience I was after, you know what I mean? So, yeah. That's gotta count for something to somebody. What's up, guys? We're back at the boots. Feet are cold and red. Really kind of a stinging kind of pain. But you know what? I had a good time. Didn't catch any fish. It's too cold to fly fish here. I understood that kind of when I came out here. It was more or less just to have a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me bitch and moan about how cold it was when I knew it was cold and I was getting in there like I did it to myself. I hope it was at least a little bit enjoyable. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. Hope you have a great New Year. And I'll see you guys in the next one.